Wow. So Terence Crawford will announce his retirement, according to Eddie Hearn. Eddie, who's been extremely disrespectful to Terence Crawford ever since Crawford left Top Rank. When Crawford was a free agent, Eddie damn near slammed the door in his face, refusing to sign him. Eddie Hearn decided to side with Bob Arum when Crawford decided to sue Bob Arum for racial bias. Leading up to the Madrimov fight, Eddie Hearn was extremely disrespectful to Terence Crawford. Not only before the fight, but even after the fight. So we know he wasn't just doing that to promote the fight. And let me tell you, man, I hate when some of these guys are being extremely disrespectful to these black fighters. And the black fighter, a lot of times, is always trying to defend them and make excuses for the person that's being disrespectful to them. We've seen Terence Crawford do this with Eddie Hearn. We've seen Terence Crawford do this with Bob Arum. I mean, when are these black fighters going to learn? When you are outside of that ring, that microphone that you have is the most powerful weapon in the world. Clearly, people like Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum, they understand that. So with that being said, Eddie Hearn, who has never been interested in the Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez fight, he's always tried to discredit that fight, saying it's going to be boring because Crawford is not going to engage. He's going to run, basically, and those are not the fights that Canelo Alvarez likes. So Eddie Hearn, he's trying to act like he's not aware that Canelo Alvarez was the one that pushed for a Caleb Plant fight, when everyone knows Caleb Plant moves in a ring more than Terence Crawford does. Half of the opponents that Canelo Alvarez has been in the ring with were movers. They moved in the ring. They used lateral movement. They circled around the ring. The same way Canelo moved around the ring when he fought Golovkin the first time. But I digress. So now Eddie Hearn, he's saying that Terence Crawford is going to retire if he doesn't get the Canelo Alvarez fight. This is what Eddie Hearn said. This is the problem with Terence Crawford. I don't think Crawford will ever fight again unless he gets the Canelo fight. I don't think he's motivated to fight. He's made a lot of money, and he's not going to take short money for a tough fight, like a Virgil Ortiz fight. And I think that's the same for Devin. It's a bit where the money killed the game a little bit, because it's just unrealistic to make certain fights. Now, Turki Al-Sheikh, he did say something similar. He said the only fight that Crawford wants is the Canelo Alvarez fight. He doesn't want any other fight but that fight. But at the same time, when Terence Crawford was interviewed himself and he was asked if he can't get the Canelo Alvarez fight, is he going to retire? And he shut retirement down right away. He said it's still a lot more that he wants to do. So, yeah, clearly he's not planning on retiring. And clearly there's a lot of fights out there that are available for him. But Eddie is trying to imply that Crawford wants too much money for these fights. But the good news is Crawford is not working with Eddie Hearn. Crawford is working with Turki Al-Sheikh directly. So this is not really an Eddie Hearn problem. And I know Turki, he's not going to have a problem paying Terence Crawford the money he wants. But I would say I think Crawford, he should be a little bit more active in the ring. He should fight at least twice a year, especially considering the fact that he's 37 years old now. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes,
fever blisters, diabetic ulcers,
this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to lodeki.com.
Like them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.